Hey guys, welcome to Strongman Sunday. We are in Columbus. The Arnold's is over for another year. What a weekend it's been.
Oh, God.
The USA trying to mess us up with some time changes, though.
Yeah, the clocks went forward overnight, didn't they?
Yeah.
And so hopefully it's 9 p.m. in the UK.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, do you not change clocks in the UK? It's like, yeah, but not for another few weeks.
Yeah, end of March, I think it is. But
anyway, yeah, we've been shouting too much.
Yeah.
Obviously, we were obviously at the Strongman comp the last few days, but we went to the expo today, went to the animal cage, saw some amazing lifting in there. So it's been a fun weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really good. Lost my voice. We will press on. Sorry, the sound isn't as good this week. Obviously, we don't have the big mic with us. We don't have any lighting.
Don't be bang bang.
There's nothing.
Nothing to bang.
No, nothing to bang. There's no mic closet.
I'm just going to check that everyone can hear us.
Bang away. Fred, thank you very much for gifting memberships. Loz is just checking you can hear us. Okay, I know you can hear us.
You know.
Because I just have faith in the microphone on the computer.
Looks like people can hear us.
Yeah,
so that's good.
Okay. People talking about clock changes. Quite a few people in the chat earlier. Collecting with ash holes. This is the worst Arnold's I've been to. 10 years going. The competition was stale. The events were boring. The organisation in the expo was terrible.
We have heard the expo was absolutely rammed.
It was rammed.
We avoided the expo. I mean, when I'm working for Rogue, I have to stay in the area anyway. Obviously, ready to. We do a lot of rehearsals.
And you get there very early as well.
I'm there from 8 a.m. And I get brought in through the back door. Yeah. So I heard that it was the most people there's ever been. And I think the Young LA stand caused a bit of problems just because of how busy it was. It was kind of going a bit mental. But
the Young LA stand is everything that's wrong with the fitness industry. I'm not joking.
Oh, is that what you think?
And I'm a customer of theirs. But yes, that's exactly what I think.
I don't understand it personally.
The great thing is
obsession with sort of fame, I guess.
I don't know what's going on over there. But the good thing is, not a single Strongman fan in that area. Like, if you don't want to be spotted or stopped for a picture, go to the Young LA stand because they don't know who anyone is over 6 foot.
No, this is true. This is true.
All right, sorry, I'm being really bitchy. Let's move on quickly. However, we've been there the last 5 years. We've watched it every single year. I really enjoyed both competitions.
I thought the women's comp was amazing. Really amazing. There was a couple of events this year that I don't like that much, but that's my personal preference. You know, the carry into the drag and the
I actually really enjoyed the carry into drag.
Watching it was actually okay, but I still have a preference, especially using the Dinny stones. I feel they're historically used in a certain way, and just seeing them as part of like a load to a medley, I didn't enjoy that. But that's more, I guess, my love of the Dinny stones and the history behind them.
It's quite funny though, the two men who you coach and that event both carried them traditional style.
Whether it was smart or not, I don't know, but they both went for the both have also mentioned they'd love to come to Scotland and try the actual Dinny style. So I think Andrew could do very well on them. Obviously Mitch is the Brett Booker record holder. But other than that, I thought the events were really good. Obviously we had the elephant bar deadlift, the log lift. The log lift was very impressive, particularly because I thought that drag would have taken a lot out of their legs. And still the numbers were incredible. Yeah,
talking to Trey today, even he was saying, like, in warm-ups and stuff, he really didn't think the 5th rep would be there, but because his legs were so tired. But it was, sorry, I'm just taking off my thing. It was genuinely so impressive. Who won the Amateurs Open? I believe it's still going on.
We decided to leave.
Well, we had to. But
Adam Roszkowski was leading.
I've not seen any updates since then, but Adam was leading.
Adam's someone that probably deserves an invite to Europe's.
Oh, Adam 100% does. He's so good at Strongman Champions League and just a really good, solid European name in the sport. And we're not seeing much variety with Europeans right now, are we? In terms of, them getting invites to bigger shows.
Yeah. Toby's in the house.
Toby, what's he saying? My prediction was Mitch, Lucas, and Austin. Glad to see Austin prove me right and get podium, and prove me wrong and get second.
Austin was fantastic.
For me, he was genuinely the standout of the whole weekend, because I think a lot of people overlook Austin because he's got a mixed bag of results. But this is the type of competition where he can really prove that he is legitimately one of the absolute strongest men in the world. You're not necessarily going to see that come across in a Giants Live or something where it's sandbag steeplechase into something else and it's very fast paced. But when Austin can take his time a little bit and it's just about being really monstrously strong.
No one can deny how strong he is. The guy's a beast. He performed really well. Even the loading. I've given him shit about loading before.
He
worked hard for that. Yeah. And you know, I mentioned in comps where it's the last event, things are going well, you are going to find that extra gear.
Of course.
When it's not going so well, you're like, okay,
where's the motivation?
Yes. And you could see how much he was hurting, but he dug deep. Got a lot of respect for Austin.
I was
it's good to see him do so well.
Yeah.
Really nice to see Martins back as well.
Yeah, Martins did great. I think the only sort of, faux pas, I guess, on their end was that deadlift jump, which I asked Romark about it, and he was like, "Oh, he's a confidence lifter. He wants to go big." And I'm like, I still don't get it.
I spoke to Martins. I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
yeah.
Because Martins is a great technical lifter, and he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And his first opening lift, it was okay. It didn't give you confidence that he could make such a big jump.
Huge was going to happen.
And we're talking about his second lift.
I know.
He could have secured 3 or 4 more points with a sensible lift.
Yeah.
And then he would have been in a great position. Because he did amazing anyway. He ended up 3rd place, but I think he might have been able to sneak 2nd.
Oh, absolutely. He would have got 2nd, but he would have been challenging for 1st also.
Yeah.
But it was funny though, because obviously I was with Mitch during the deadlift, and because he opened the heaviest, when he'd finished his first lift, they gave us the sheet to look at for him to choose a second, and we were able to see what everyone else had chosen for the second. And both me and him straight away were like, what the hell? Like when we saw Martins and when we saw Trey's also.
It's not unusual to do a big jump, but the first lift didn't move, giving you confidence that it was going to be there.
Yeah.
And he's coming back from time off. He went for a PB on his second lift.
Second lift, yeah.
Which
I would have gone.
I still don't understand.
I would have gone for the points if it was me.
But regardless, it was so good to see Martins back.
Yeah.
Amazing on the stone.
Yeah.
Really good all round. Log was good. Dumbbell was solid. He's just
great on the load into drag.
And speaking to him, he said he's really focusing on World's Strongest Man.
Yes, yeah.
That's when he wants to be back to his best.
Yeah. It seems the only man who can stop Mitchell Hooper is Hitchell Mooper. The stone to drag was brutal. Very few were conditioned for it, says Ryan. Do you think it was a conditioning issue or a weight issue? Because this was heavier than last year's drag, wasn't it? And that was heavy.
A combination of it. It was very heavy. Yeah. Every single athlete was coming back saying how heavy it was. Mm-hmm. It was brutal, but it needed to be brutal. It would have been a shame to see it like a sprint race.
Yeah, definitely. Literally just got home from the Arnold 7-hour drive. We've got our long journey home tomorrow, haven't we? Didn't predict I can't say his name, Martins to get on the podium, but was super happy that he did.
I think most people feel the same.
Yeah.
We kind of felt the last few weeks he was looking in good shape. But coming into this, the on paper favourites were Lucas, Trey, and Mitch.
Yeah.
And it was Martins and Austin that really kind of stole the show there.
Yeah.
I've got to say, even Andrew and Nick did amazing.
Yeah, Nick is easily the most improved from last year. Yeah. And I feel like the overall result doesn't really reflect how well he did. He got joint 7th, but there are small margins that would have really bumped him. Yeah. I think if Mitch had finished the last event, then that would have put him, he wouldn't have been below Bryce, and Nick would have beaten Bryce overall, so he would have been 6th.
Do you know there was still a chance that Mitch could have affected
Austin and Martins doing that same thing?
Yeah.
Austin would have been 3rd, Martins would have been 2nd.
No, only if he got between the two of them.
Oh, okay.
So if Mitch won, it would have stayed the same. If he came below them, it would have stayed the same. But if he got between them, it would have been
Yeah. And talking to Nick earlier, it was like, if I'd have got one more rep on the log, he'd have been joint 4th.
Yeah.
So it's small margins. It ended up being really close in the middle there, didn't it?
It was. Yeah, very, very close.
Who else thinks that now Trey got 5 reps, only limited by time, that they need to increase the time cap to 2 minutes, if not 3 minutes?
I don't want to see. I don't want to see a log.
No, I would rather see them increase the weight of the log than the.
I would like to see the log weighed again, if I'm 100% honest.
Oh, would you? Mm-hmm. Do you have some suspicions?
It's going to be there or thereabouts, but I don't know if it has been weighed recently. Maybe I'll speak to Steve Slater.
Yeah.
But it was some very impressive log lifting.
Lucas and Trey were most people's picks for the podium, so it's surprised to see neither of them on it. Yeah, so in that respect, you can't say it wasn't an exciting show. I mean, it's disappointing, I guess, if you feel like people underperform, but we also have people overperforming, so it balances out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Competition is competition, and you never know what's going to happen.
You don't know. What surprised Loz the most this weekend? Was it Martins or the podium? Lucy pulling 701?
Lucy pulling 701 doesn't surprise me.
That was
Lucy
one of the highlights, though, for sure.
Incredible. I've got to say, like, Jennifer Lyle did incredible. Her deadlift is fantastic, but it was like Lucy was like, calm down. I'm the queen.
I'm going to show everyone who the deadlift.
That 7, she pulled it so easily.
She did, and she held it for a considerable amount of time. Yeah. She's insane. I love Lucy.
I think the biggest, it wasn't surprise, but pleasant surprise, I guess. Like, I always know she's great. She's most consistent, and she's always on podiums and stuff. But to see Olga in her 40s come and win this weekend, and, you know, against some stiff opposition, she is incredible.
She is. And genuinely, everyone loves Olga. I've never known someone to not get on well with Olga. She's the sweetest person in the world. So, yeah, so
good. And inspiring to kind of just, she said, like, never giving up. She's been working harder and harder. She's won everything there is to win.
Yeah, multiple times. Big one for me was Olga finally getting the win she deserved for a while. And Austin getting second. That man did insanely well.
I'd agree with that, really definitely.
Did. I think on paper, there weren't, like, people would have thought, probably not the best set of events for Austin, but his stone to shoulder in particular, like, I think we all suspected it would be Martins.
Yeah.
Like, Martins does have an advantage, and, like, you still have to be able to do the damn thing. But like,
he's been able to train on that stone before.
Yeah,
he not only lifted it in comp, but he's actually trained on it.
It's Odd stone. Yeah. So, he's had more experience with that stone than anyone. But Austin was just, he was so damn good. And we should have known because he won the Atlas stone to shoulder last year.
He's great at things like that.
Yeah. You need to bring back the 205 logs.
It's the same log. It's just dried out, so it's not as heavy as it used to be. But it's exactly the same log.
Why don't they just put some weights on the end? Am I crazy? Well, that's what we usually do with a log, right? A couple of weights, a couple of pins. Never mind. So happy for Olga. It's always great to see someone get so close so many times and finally get the win. Even brought a tear to my eye, as I'm sure it did for everyone.
Absolutely.
I did feel for Angelica, though, for AJ. It's so hard when you're in that position and you see it slip away from you like that.
Yeah, but she ended up third, didn't she?
She did end up third after the final rampage, Sucks. Lucas beat himself. He had top 3 written all over him. Just couldn't get it done.
No one beats themselves. You've got to perform. And Lucas is an amazing strongman, but things don't always go to plan. You can't say someone beats themselves.
Yeah,
you know, if you perform, he actually started really well. Started with a deadlift PB, and then things didn't go to plan. You know, it's strongman and sport at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think when Mitch was able to tie him on the dumbbell, because everyone's like, the stone was when it all slipped away. I think it was Mitch tying him on the dumbbell. In terms of, like, being in contention for an overall win, he needed that win, didn't he?
Yeah, but, like, what I'm saying is we've all got an idea of what we're capable of. And we all want to think about us on our best day. But it's very rare someone hits, like, everything at their best in a competition. You've got to react to the situation that you're in and make changes and fight for points. And I'll always say strongman is about having the most points at the end of the day. Lucas is awesome, not taking anything away from him, but I don't think it's fair to say he beat himself.
No.
You know, he just made a couple of mistakes that next time he can, you know, he'll go away, learn and be better.
Yeah. What's this? What a comp. I find it funny that Martins' fans got mad at Hooper for not finishing the last event.
I got mad at Hooper for not finishing the last event.
But to be fair, you weren't at back. So after the log,
I spoke to him.
After the log, Mitch was really worried about his meniscus because he's been giving him a bit of bother.
He's got a bit of knee issue.
Yeah.
And he's got World's Strongest Man in 6-ish weeks.
Yeah.
And
he was genuinely worried and he didn't want to do more. That, like, he only had to get 1 point or something, didn't he? So he only had to load 1 bag. He did 2 as courtesy to the crowd, but he didn't have to do that, to be fair. Like, his body is his livelihood, isn't it? So, you know, we all want to see a show, but you have to think big picture as well.
He was in a luxury position where he didn't have to.
And when was it? Was it Rogue 2 years ago where he did something for the fans and tore his bicep or partial tear, whatever? But he hurt himself, didn't he? Doing something he didn't need to do. Would Loz advise to shed a bit more weight and get more fit? He had trouble carrying the stones to the sled.
Who are we talking about?
Presumably Lucas. No, I think that was a height issue.
Lucas has lost weight. He's fitter than he's ever been.
Yeah.
So
the problem is those stones sit high, and he doesn't have the longest legs.
Built to press. He's short, humorous, short of upper body in stature, and he's huge in the chest. So just getting around those stones is much, much harder. Everyone's a different shape, and we have different natural strengths because of that. So
it wasn't getting around the stones, it was carrying the stones to the sled. That's the problem there, is his leg length. And if you watch, say, a Bryce Johnson, who's built absolutely perfectly for both elements of that event.
Like I said, I wasn't a fan too much of those stones being used for that event. The drag, I got no issues with. The drag was hard and heavy, and that's fine. I would have rather they used a different loading element. Maybe something heavier, but not quite as awkward, because the drag was tough.
No note saying, as a coach, how frustrating was it to watch Martins make such a bad call with his deadlift?
Well, if you listen to the commentary, you probably could hear my frustration. And I don't even coach Martins, but I like him, and I consider Martins a friend. Want to see him do well, and I just, even now, I still don't know what was going through his head to go for that lift. And I was actually on my phone messaging Liz to tell some of my athletes what to do. So, like Andrew, for instance, we wanted to hit a PB, but we wanted to focus on getting points first.
You needed to beat Nick. Sorry, Nick, if you're watching, but that was the goal.
Like the goal was to keep an eye on what Nick's doing, to either just go ahead. The fact is, after his second lift, it looked so good. I messaged you and I was like, push the numbers up even more, because things were moving well. But you have to base it off each lift. Sometimes people and coaches can be very guilty of this. You have a plan and they're like, right, we've got to religiously stick to it. But sometimes there's situations where things aren't going to plan. So you have to have a plan B or a plan C. You can't always just religiously think, right, that's our focus. If things are going great, obviously you want to stick to plan A, but you have to react to what other people are doing and the situation that you're in. So I was a little bit surprised, and as a coach, I was frustrated.
Especially seeing like Andrew, this is his first ever time having to select weights like this in competition, and he was like, "Oh, it's
Andrew's
not really
problem
something."
As well is he's so nice.
He's too nice, and that's why I was with him, because I'm not. But for Martins, he has that experience, doesn't he? So you would expect maybe slightly more conservative. But you can be too conservative too. You've been guilty of that, haven't you? It was fun to be there in person this year, but I missed the Liz Loz.
What commentary are you doing?
Nothing at all. I thought this year's Arnold was really exciting. Loved the events. The performances on the Tombstone and Log were awesome, and the newer events were great. That is by far the most times we've ever seen that Tombstone lifted in one show.
And the Log. There was some...
For 8 out of 9 guys to get that heavy log.
What we have to admit at the moment, we've had some great strongmen in the past, but we're in a stage where we've got a lot of really good strongmen.
The depth is undeniably so much better. So they're not repping out the 205 like Zadrunas was capable of. But who else?
Guys. Let's remember, Zadrunas, the first time they had that log, was the only one to press it.
Yes, exactly. Now the log
it's
is
a little bit lighter now, but still, to see 8 out of the 9 guys manage to get a rep on it. Really impressive. That stone, we've never seen that stone lifted that many times. It was a high standard of lifting for sure.
Very much so. Hello, congrats, big loss on a 4th Arnold's title as a coach. Does that win for... Oh, don't know what you were going to say.
Thank you, buddy.
Does that win for like the most any one coach has got as a...
I don't know. I never look at things like that.
No, I know.
So obviously, having Mitch is great because you win a lot of titles, but I don't try to worry too much about that.
No. Just how people.
Do you know what? One thing I worked out yesterday, I've trained 7 athletes to compete at the Arnolds, and all 7 have managed to PB on the elephant bar deadlift. So I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
That to me is a great goal, a great achievement.
There we go. Patricia, thank you for the super chat. Could Mitch beat a prime Zadrunas at the Arnolds?
Look, lift for lift, you look at what they're capable of. Yes, absolutely. But it was different times. So Zadrunas was an amazing lifter in his time. Now Mitch is in a new generation of lifters and is the best right now. It's always fun to look at the comparisons, but
it's very hard to do a direct comparison with different
I would say they could both beat each other. That's probably the most likely scenario. And you know, if they were going head to head in the same era, it would have been some good battles for sure.
Can somebody explain what this Young LA is about?
I can't explain.
It's a brand. It's a brand in the fitness world, and it's clothing. And
their stand is incredible.
Oh, it must cost them millions. Like, it's by far the biggest stand there. However, like, from what I can tell, it's mostly about influencers. And so, like, if you look at the demographic of people there, they're small, skinny, short. They have curly hair and no hair at the sides. And they're really excited about trend twins and stuff, you know. I probably sound like an old bitch.
We're old.
We are old. Yeah, and that's fine.
I'm sure the younger generation love them, so it's it is what it is.
We don't get it. They should have used natural stones with no handles for the loading. Oh, that would be rough, wouldn't it?
That would have been fun.
Yeah. Did something happen with the sled at the end? Last few guys, it seems stuck. So the athletes had to wear tape over any branding on their equipment, so on belts, knee sleeves, elbow sleeves, etc. And tape was coming off of athletes and balling up on the floor and getting stuck. Now, it's impossible to say how much of a difference that made, but yeah, that was pointed out, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
But as far as we know, nothing else went wrong with it, do we?
I think it was just important to get the pull at the same time and not let it kind of move side to side.
Yeah, you could see the steering issues for some guys getting it onto the rubber and everything, where they had like concrete sort of runway, I guess. Oh, here we go. This was the rest of the question. Does that win for Mitch secure his place in the top 5? Absolutely.
Mitch is one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
He's won 4 Arnolds. He's won 3 Rogue Invitationals. He's won World's Strongest Man. He's won Strongest Man on Earth.
He's got
multiple Giants Live competitions.
A 92% podium rate or something like that. It's around 90% and like just shy of 70% win rate.
If we look right now in Strongman, we've got a lot of great strongmen, and we can talk about like World's Strongest Man coming up. You're going to talk about like the likes of Tom Stoltman. We talk about the likes of Hafthor Bjornsson. Martins will be put into that conversation now. Lucas Hatton, Trey Mitchell, Austin Andrade. There's lots of great strongmen. But every single comp, the one guy that keeps coming up is Mitch Hooper, and he's the guy that keeps performing. I should mention Evan Singleton in that list as well. Yeah. All incredible strongmen, all capable of doing amazing things. But Mitch is the one that is there in every single competition. Yeah. Everyone else kind of can beat each other, and they can beat him still as well. But it's very rare you see Mitch have a really bad show, whereas everyone else is good, then they're bad. They slip around a little bit.
Andrew had a good first Arnold. How did he feel about it?
He's happy. We had a good chat today. I think you'll be able to see on Liz's behind the scenes video. I was chatting to him, and then you came over. And today we kind of went through some of the good things and some of the bad things we need to work on. But overall, I thought he did fantastic. Going from winning the Pro-Am to competing at the Arnold is such a big jump. Really, someone like Andrew, he needs like a Giants Live or something like that. I think he'd do very well at the Giants Live. But whoever wins the Pro-Am, they're going to struggle the next year. We've seen it. Like Nick Guardione won 2 years ago. He came 9th in his first one. He's got a little bit better this time. And if Andrew gets another chance, I'm sure he'll do a little bit better. We saw Thor come last first time he did the Arnold.
I mean, Thor got invite after invite when now it just wouldn't happen that way, would it? But,
I was so pleased with Andrew. He hit PBs on pretty much most things. He ended up second in the last event. He performed very, very well. Can be very, very proud of himself.
Loz's thick glute muscles. Thank you for the super chat. Now that Liz is a bodybuilder, who should have won the 1980 Olympia? Do you know what? I've never watched a bodybuilding show in my life. Not one.
We were walking past with a friend earlier on the mutant stand. You can see like there's pictures of Mitch, and there was like Phil Heath, and you guys only knew who Mitch was.
I didn't even know.
You don't know Phil Heath. You know that Arnold was a bodybuilder.
I do.
And you know Ronnie Coleman?
Yes.
Anyone
I've
else?
met Ronnie. Yeah. But no. Sorry. Don't know. Don't know who should have won. People excited about Martins and his potential at Worlds this year. Do you think he's a threat for the podium at Worlds?
Yes, absolutely.
Why does Lucas struggle so much? I thought he would be a clear second behind Hooper.
This is only his second Arnold's. Last year he came second. This year wasn't so good. But I don't think it's that he struggles so much. He's had some really good results.
The events maybe not as good for him this year. Yeah.
Look, talking to him, he was, in really good shape, but sometimes just doesn't go to plan. I can say the same about Trey. Trey's log was amazing, but other than that, he didn't perform to his best on everything, and that's sport. Yeah. We saw Trey at Rogue Invitational perform incredibly well.
Yeah. Cybernetic Strongman in the chat. Huge congrats to Team Loz. Out of curiosity, how's Mitch's back doing? I only asked because Lalas keeps bringing up his disc issues when he's talking about Mitch, but it doesn't seem to be an issue.
Lalas seems to have a thing with Mitch, I think.
Mitch's discs. Yeah. How is his back?
His back is fine.
His
knee is more of an issue than his back. His back is absolutely fine.
So he didn't mention his back once all weekend, and I was with him out back.
We've had a quick chat about an next plan, which is obviously world's strongest man. The back is not a problem. The knee, we need to spend a bit of time rehabbing, and we'll need to be a bit careful in terms of training. But I've seen a couple of videos of Lalas. I think he's just taken a disliking to Mitch, if I'm honest.
I don't know. I haven't seen him because my algorithm is all arm wrestling somehow. And murderers. Who's this? KS Josh. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Loz, Liz. I think you two have done just as much for the sport as the likes of Brian Shaw. God bless you. Me and the community, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We just love being involved still, don't we? Loz and Liz have to fly London to Sydney. Do they choose direct on premium economy or business class of a 10-hour layover? Business class of 10-hour layover. And it ain't even a question. Then I'll be in the lounge for the 10-hour layover. Easy. Easy.
You'd be happy there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Most attendance and booth service, it was rammed, wasn't it?
It was too full, to be honest. Yesterday, it felt too full. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even go and look around anything yesterday.
Well, I only had to walk through to get to the competition, and it took me 20 minutes from walking through Hall A door to actually getting there. It was hard work. I was so happy Martin's podiumed. I like Lucas Hatton, not a fan of his coach. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have read that out loud. I think I read it in my head first.
we like Lucas too, don't we?
Yeah. So many wild deadlift picks this time around. You had to wade through broccoli heads to get to the amateur strongman comp.
It's true. Broccoli heads everywhere.
Martins couldn't have gotten first. Mitch could have just done so much better on the final event. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. People do what they need to do.
It looks a lot closer. It's only 1 point in the end, but Mitch just did what he needed to do. He could have done whatever he needed. He knew all he needed to do was finish within 4 places of Austin. That's all he needed to do on the last event.
Why did Austin pick £1,011 for his last lift? I think so. Austin, after his second lift, was pretty confident that £1,000 was there. The weights are weird just because the bar and equipment isn't quite standard, so the numbers are a little bit strange. And I think
the bar, I can't remember. It's not the exact weight of it. It's not like a 20 kilo bar.
No,
it's like 33 or something like that.
Yeah, something off. Yeah. So the weight choices are a little bit odd, and I think he took one over what £1,000 would be, assuming that maybe Mitch will go for that 1,000 on the third lift. So he took a gamble, and it didn't pay off, but he still got second in the deadlift.
I want to see Austin at the deadlift world championships.
He should be. He pulled 470 there last year, so yeah, he should be back in Birmingham this year. Been telling everyone all week at the gym that Austin makes podium. Everyone said he had no chance. I would be going in this week. So good
stuff. We love Austin. It was good to see him do well.
Yeah. A supplement company offers Loz 100k to endorse its product. Loz does not think the supplement helps much at all, but it is completely harmless. Does he sign the deal?
Yeah. And every athlete out there would.
Yeah.
Unless they're multi-millionaires that don't need 100k.
Yeah.
But I'd also tell you the truth if you asked me to my face.
Yeah. I just wouldn't put it in writing.
Unfortunately, no one's offering me 100k.
No.
I've never had any sponsorship deal anywhere near that.
Yeah, Martin should have done the Hail Mary on his third attempt.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say to him. It's like, you're going to go for a Hail Mary. You go for it on the third attempt. You get the points on the second lift.
Yeah. If Peak Tom had competed this weekend, where do Loz?
No idea. Tom is so hard to place at the Arnold.
He's the hardest because
he notoriously doesn't perform at his best there, and
I mean, if we go through event by event, he'd have been good on that log, very good. He doesn't have a good track record on natural stones like that. Like they did it 3 or 4 years. The year Martins won 22, and he wasn't able to pick it up.
Probably would have been decent at the carry and drag.
He'd have been great at the carry and drag. He would have been great at the rampage as well.
But
yeah,
you can never say with Tom.
No, you can't. It's
I've seen many comps with Tom where I would say on paper he is capable of winning.
Yeah.
And I still stand by this. Tom, I think, is capable of winning any show. But what Tom turns up and what kind of headspace he's in is more of a question.
Yeah.
But the talent is there to win anything.
How do the performances at the Arnold's change predictions for who's doing well at Worlds? They don't really change them at all, to be honest, because it's such a different competition. I still think the people who are good at Worlds will be good at Worlds. And I don't think Austin comes second at Worlds. You know, it's just...
Well, the events this year going to Worlds are a little bit different to last year. So I already think there's going to be different results at Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. With a squat instead of a deadlift in the group stages changes things. So does having a truck pull as well. But then Titans toss in the final is going to mess some people up. So it'd be interesting. At the Arnold's, if not at least 2 people don't fail, it's not heavy enough. I messed that up, but you know what I said. What makes Olga so special, such a winner? Inez is clearly the superior.
Do you know what? If you watch the performance from Olga, she stuck to her plan. She didn't get into battles that she knew she wasn't capable of. So if you look at the deadlift, for instance, she knew she had no chance of beating Lucy and Jennifer. So she didn't even involve herself with what those were doing.
She made sure
she focused her numbers on getting as many points as she could while saving as much energy as possible. And she kind of seemed to repeat this process on every single event. She was trying to get the best out of herself and focus on what she needed to do to get maximum. She didn't get a single win this weekend. She won the competition without winning a single event, but she didn't. I don't think she placed outside the top 3.
God.
She was consistent. And how many times do we say, we've seen with Brian Shaw before, we say it with Mitch Hooper, consistency is important. It's about points. She's an experienced athlete. She's competed for many, many years. She knows how to win. And she put in a fabulous, well-rounded performance on every single event. And at the end of the day, it paid off.
Lars, what were you thinking as Mitch's coach during the drag when he went for a double-handed middle of the bar pull and then a seated bicep curl? Absolute mad lad, etc.
I thought, what the F is he doing?
I think he's just panicking, maybe.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I have been there before when panic kicks in and you're trying something out of desperation. But yeah, I don't even think he knew at that point, but you're trying something and seeing if it can work.
Yeah. How was Mitch after the comp? I feel his knee was being a bit of a nuisance during the last event. He was looking slower than normal in the second bag.
He purposely went slow.
Yeah, he was trying to.
But he's fine. We went for a meal last night, and he's in good spirits. The knee is not 100%. There's a little bit of an issue there that we need to kind of get treatment. But when I say issue, a small issue, something that every single guy that competed is going to feel something today.
Yeah, and to be honest, it just makes them nervous. If they're feeling something they shouldn't be feeling, they've still got an event to go. It's just nerves more than anything, and wanting to protect it.
But he's in good spirits and very happy to get the win.
Yeah. I feel really bad now because I can't remember. And Jan introduced us to him yesterday. But it's a guy. Oh God,
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name, but it's
It was really good though to see him put that money out.
Yeah, he literally just wanted to donate some money towards additional prize money for the women. And I feel so terrible now. It was just it was 2 days ago she introduced us, and it was all a bit of a rush, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I remember, I will say. Ask Jan.
Ease of Lucy 701 reminded me of Thor's. Absolutely. She just looked like she had so much more in the tank.
Yeah.
Did Andrea get injured? Andrea came into the competition injured. And we spoke a few weeks ago. I wanted her to pull out. And she really wanted to try and come. So we said, right, let's see how you do. Try and focus on recovery. And again, like I talk about adjustments, like Andrea went very, very light on the deadlift for her. Normally her final lift would have been her opening lift, but you have to just focus on what you're capable of. I'm glad she pulled out in the end because now we can focus on getting her knee sorted. But Andrea still has so much more to give. And it's so hard for athletes to give up the opportunity to come and compete. And I get it. But sometimes the smart thing to do is say, okay, this isn't my battle. I need to get myself feeling better. The most important thing was that she didn't make anything worse. She hasn't. She's fine. And now we can kind of have a couple of months of rehab focused training before we get into prep for, hopefully, the Rogue Invitational.
Yeah. What is the lowest opener for the men on the elephant bar?
I believe it's 340 kilos.
Is it? What's
it's
that in
around
pounds?
700 and something.
Yeah, it's definitely in the 700s. I had the sheet in my hand the whole damn time, but I forgot. Times 2.2.
About 750.
Yeah, about 750 pounds is the lightest. Yeah, so she'd need to add 50 pounds on to start opening. I mean, none of them. Andrew actually opened the lightest, I think, with 771, something like that, or 774.
Andrew.
Yeah. What have we got? Thanks, Mum. Thank you for the super chat. Why is how much Trey can pull so different on a standard bar versus an elephant bar, Laurence?
I don't think it is. He's
never done as well on the elephant bar, but I think it's more the numbers issue than the bar itself.
Like he's only actually ever really pulled something massive that one time at
in
Vegas. That was by far his biggest pull on a deadlift. Even when we've done deadlifts at Rogue, or the Strongest Man on Earth, they haven't been at that level.
The rising bar, where they can go out as many times as they like for the set jumps, works really well for Trey. Because if you put him in front of it, he'll usually just pull it if he sort of warmed up properly to it. But when it comes to choosing numbers, Trey's numbers are always a little bit down on what we know he's capable of.
Yeah, he seems to. I think he's better with more attempts and the smaller jumps where he has that opportunity to kind of warm up into it.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe having 3 attempts, he's waiting around too long. They're bigger jumps than he would like. I don't know, because we know how strong he is, and we've seen him do some incredible lifts.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the standard bar, but some of his partial deadlifts, like World's Strongest Man, he was strong as hell, wasn't he?
Yeah. John with a comment here. I really hate the point system they use on the stone to shoulder events. You lift it or you don't. I know it's to avoid ties, but come on. I'm going to defend that point system for 2 reasons. One, because manhood tests using stones were divided in different ways. So to get the wind under the stone was a test of strength in itself. To get it to your lap was a test of strength, to your chest and to your shoulder. They're all different tests of strength. And the problem is, if you don't have any sort of separation, I mean, more so in previous years than now.
Do you think maybe, I think one of the things that's confusing, and I think one thing that needs to be made clear is that 1 rep to the shoulder, or like if say you pressed it, whichever
type of test it is,
that no matter what the points are, would beat anything else. So you couldn't just put it to your chest.
No.
Say you get 100 points for the shoulder, but you get 10 points for the chest. You couldn't do 11 reps to the chest and beat 1 rep to the shoulder.
No, it's trump no matter what, isn't it? Yeah. So getting it to your shoulder.
So it's very much like doing the trump log in that respect.
Yeah.
The heavier log for 1 rep or the heavier dumbbell for 1 rep is still going to beat any amount of reps, regardless of what those total points ended up being.
Yeah. And despite the fact that we saw so many great performances on it yesterday, just picking that stone up is a feat of strength in itself, isn't it? There are no handles on that stone. Ignore Mateusz Kaliszkowski.
Not just like no handles. Obviously, there's no handles on a stone.
No, but you know what I mean? There's no natural handles.
So slippy.
Exactly. It's like a nightmare to
pick up. But there's natural stones that kind of, they're a bit like rougher.
Yeah, so they have some sort of purchase on that.
It almost feels like glass. Like it just slips on your hand so much.
Yeah.
And they were trying to... Some athletes, there was a bit of a debate the day before whether they could use chalk or not. Yeah. Some athletes wanted to use chalk. There was a bit of a vote of like, you either use chalk or you use the tacky towels. And 8 out of the 9 athletes wanted to use the tacky towels. 1 guy wanted to use chalk, and he then wasn't allowed to use chalk. The vote ended up going against him. It was actually Andrew Burton, who I told him to put his, to fight his case, but he was like, no, I'll, because the rules originally said they could do either.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, no, I'm adaptable, I can do it. And then he regretted that.
Yeah. Cybernetic Strongman, you're behind the scenes, check me up a bit, seeing how much support all the athletes have for each other, men and women, is so refreshing.
They're a good bunch. They really are.
Yeah. It's genuinely a really nice atmosphere out back, very chilled and supportive.
Is there a Pro-Am Finals live stream? I believe there is.
There is.
On the Arnold's website, I think. Or maybe the Strongman Corp website.
Ryan, thank you for the super chat. I miss the Brian/Thor Arnolds. 1,000-pound plus deadlifts, 300-pound SEER reps, and 1,500 bale totes. Has the Arnold lost the heaviest show identity?
I don't disagree with that. Like, this year was probably, in terms of the event selection, a little bit lighter than we've seen in the past. Like, log is better now. Maybe not Zadrunas, but like in depth.
Yeah.
Dumbbell we've seen better in the past.
We say this every week, it feels like, but we've just got more good guys now. But
That's
the good guys aren't necessarily better than the good guys back then.
I'd say the good guys back then, the deadlifts were better.
Yeah, they were.
Other
it
than
was a strong deadlifting era,
But there's guys now that are better at other things.
Yeah.
So
I don't feel like the weight selections were bad this year. I know, like with Andrew and Nick doing so well on ramp rages, the first two out, people were like, this is too light. But then you saw as other guys went, it wasn't too light. It was genuinely really challenging at the end of a brutal competition. Like a lot of guys didn't finish it, and that's what you want at a show like the Arnold's. And
I think everyone will have preference on. And I've said this about being an athlete, being a fan. We all have our favorite events. But as a competitor, you've got to prepare for the events that are put in front of you.
Yeah.
So for me, like, if you ask me my favorite events, obviously I want them in a competition.
Yeah.
But I don't get that choice. So you've got to prepare for whatever events are put in front of you.
To answer your question, though, if it comes back, Schmo is the heaviest competition right now.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that it's 8 events rather than 6. Morning from down.
I wouldn't call the Arnold's calf CrossFit.
Absolutely not.
I don't think any CrossFit
James,
athlete could lift a single weight that the guys are doing.
People say that about Rogue. I had this conversation with Paddy. He was like, "Oh, people saying it's like lighter in CrossFit." He said that is by far the heaviest competition I've ever done in my life. He's like, why aren't people actually paying attention to the weights that we're using? And I agree. And the Arnold's is heavier still.
Yeah.
Nothing
You ain't getting any
CrossFit
guys lift those weights.
Nope. What was
you get a lot of strongmen that wouldn't lift those weights.
Yeah. What was your standout moment, and what event would you change?
Standout moments for me: Lucy's deadlift, Trey's log,
Austin's stone to shoulder. Martine's on the carry and drag.
Austin Stone's shoulder was good, but it wasn't like record breaking.
No, it wasn't
compared to what we've seen in the past. So I'm trying to like no one's ever done what Lucy did. No one's ever done what Trey did.
Oh right.
So I'm just trying to think of those moments that were just like.
Well, my standout moments.
I totally get that. But I'm just trying to think of things we've never seen before.
Yeah, Austin finishing a loading race. Standout moment. That was a great moment.
A standout moment.
Not a world record. Yeah, just like the momentum of the occasion. Yeah.
I'll tell you what was a great moment as well. AJ on the stone to shoulder.
Oh God, they need to make that women's stone heavier.
Agreed.
Because a girl shouldn't have to. That
we say
sucks so much.
I think 3 athletes did amazingly well, but beyond that, it was only 2 reps. Anyone got?
No.
It's just those top 3.
They're just so standout.
Were so good.
Andrew will be watching this, bringing me up. Don't tell them to make the stone heavier. Yeah. AJ stone to shoulder was a masterclass. Yeah. The moment Mitch shouldered the tombstone, I knew it was game over for the comp. All the athletes were amazing, but Mitch just proven how phenomenal he really is, said Daniel. I think a lot of people didn't have much faith in Mitch getting that stone to his shoulder based off of maybe our behind the scenes video. They were like, oh, well, he picked it up. It didn't look convincing, but Mitch is Mitch, isn't he? Just finds a way.
In the warm-ups, Lucas picked it up the easiest.
Yeah.
And then on the day couldn't do it.
Yeah. What's this? Paris with a members comment. Is it smart for Martins to miss Worlds? That's his whole focus.
His whole goal is to do Worlds.
Yeah, I think he's planning that possibly as his last competition, his like swan song. So no, he probably shouldn't miss it. Yeah. He saw this as like
He was so pleased with how he did.
He should be as well.
His body holding together. He said he's been so nervous building up to this show.
I can imagine. He's been through a lot. Another members comment here. Amazing comp and fantastic commentary this year.
Thank you very much.
You, Lozzie. Fred, thank you for the super chat. My 4th or 5th Arnold's, and this year was crap compared to other years. Not sure what it was, but the comp wasn't that great and the expo was off.
Unfortunately, Fred didn't enjoy it. Was it just because you had the Canadian on top? But you still got 2 Americans on the podium, Fred. So
still 2 Americans on the
podium.
It's
not too bad.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the competition. Like, I'm not really an expo person. Like the Arnold's is about the only one I sort of enjoyed, but it just was too busy for me.
No, Lalas also repped the heavy log. Not the first year, he didn't.
Are you bored of Hooper winning and taking titles from USA? I guess that's probably not aimed at you, Lozzie. Also becoming a big fan of Nick Guardione. He always performs to his best on the big stages, it seems, and a real funny, nice guy. Seems to always be the first to help others too. Yeah. Nick is genuinely like a big fan of the sport as well.
Yeah.
He was in the animal cage today. He's always at the Pro-Am, the Masters. He's everywhere, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
I know. It's a shame that so many athletes dropped out of the men's competition. It would have been better.
It would have been great to have, like, we should have had Thor, we should have had Tom Stoltman, Luke Richardson, and Reno. I think with those 4 in there, that would have been cool.
That would have been insane, yeah. The bodybuilding was really exciting this year.
I saw the results of the bodybuilding.
Yeah. This is my first Arnold, so no comparison on the expo, but it seems to be more influencer-centric. It is, unfortunately.
We don't normally go around expos, but we went round today, and within about an hour or so, we were like,
that's enough of that crap. We didn't even make it an hour. Like, we hung around at the Strongman area.
Yeah, hung around in certain areas. Yeah. We went to the animal cage, it was great. I went over to the arm wrestling for a bit. We went around to the Strongman areas. Yeah. But
about 20 minutes of actually walking the expo was enough for us, wasn't it? If Worlds ever gets live streamed, I'll start a petition for Big Loss to do commentary. The sled needed metal rails to make this pool consistent between pools. Would it being on concrete be inconsistent though?
No, it's hard to tell, I guess. I think it was pretty consistent. But I do think sometimes it kind of went at a funny angle. And if anything got under the runners, then it certainly could have made it harder.
Did Loz and Liz get a chance to chat with Thor? Did they learn anything interesting?
I didn't get a chance to see Thor at all this weekend.
Did you not?
No.
I saw him out back, but just general chit-chat. Didn't ask him anything, though, to be honest.
He had a training session today on the Rogue stand. I think he deadlifted 425, which, bear in mind, he's been on his feet for 2 days, meeting people and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty damn good.
How that goes on TV.
Hey, Poppy. We become buddies. Poppy is 2, by the way. So.
All the chat over the weekend was how buff Liz looks. Oh, God.
It was.
I don't read YouTube comments. Well, not on something that isn't here.
I noticed day 1, you were on camera a lot.
Well, yeah. And when you told me that, I made a conscious effort not to be on day 2. You don't know those. Because, like, at Giants Live, you know if you're on camera because they're at you like that. But here, the cameraman's on the other side of the damn building, it seems, and they're just using a super zoom or something. I don't know, because you can't see yourself on the screen.
Hot take, Martins will win World's Strongest Man.
Jamie, thank you for the super chat. Love this comp. I found myself shouting at Martins with the load and drag. How about the stone walk first, then drag? With this load and drag, how about stone walk first, then drag a preloaded sled? I mean, the sled was kind of preloaded. It had 3 massive rocks on it already.
And then they loaded some more weight on there.
Yeah. How was Mateusz? What are realistic expectations of Europe's and potentially Worlds?
He is focused very much on Europe's. He's not even talking about World's Strongest Man. He just wants to focus on Europe's for now. Sent me his training video today, looking very good. Things are starting to get better and better. Made a 150 log for 7 reps. Looked very easy today. 155 actually.
In like 35 seconds or something.
Mateusz training
insane
hard.
Amount of reps. Yeah,
we're being quite disciplined still in terms of holding numbers back and just making him work hard, particularly lower body strength, legs and back, and get that deadlift. You know, I told him it's going to take a year to get the deadlift where we want it to be. And it's very hard for someone like him. And if anyone's ever been at a certain level, you want to get back to that level straight away. But we've got to make sure we do things slowly so his body kind of build some resilience.
Thanos with the members coin. Why did Mitch get 6 points and not 7 on the stone to shoulder?
Because they gave Bryce a rep to the chest, which on commentary was called as a rep to the lap, but the referee said he got it to his chest.
Well, what? Yeah, so they both got two, and Mitch managed 2 and 1 to the lap. Bryce managed 2, 1 to the lap and 1 to the chest.
Something like that.
Yeah, we were asking Bryce about it. He was like, "I don't know, man. I blacked out halfway through."
I went back and watched it.
Yeah, because Mitch was like, "Damn it, Bryce!" It was quite funny. Yeah, so Bryce got 3rd, Mitch got 4th. Yeah. The Young LA booth had influencer meet and greets the whole time, and that was causing huge lineups. Who cares about influencers? Like, I don't get it personally. Catherine with the members comment, what aren't ASM events would you pick if you were the organizer?
I really love the frame up the ramp. I know we've seen it a lot, but I do enjoy that as an event. I think the Hummer tie deadlift I'd love to see back. I really like that. I think visually the Hummer tie looks cool.
Yeah.
I like axle or log overhead as an overhead for the Arnolds. Maybe bring back the stone, something like that. The Atlas stone, they used to do like the heavy Atlas stone for reps, or like they had trump weights. What other events? Like events that I haven't liked at the Arnolds. I didn't like the Stein tossen.
Stein tossen.
Weirdly, I didn't enjoy the squat at the Arnolds. Which for someone that likes squatting, probably sounds weird, but I just didn't enjoy watching it.
Went on a bit.
Yeah. I think the yoke is a good event. I think the bale toe is a bit too heavy. I think maybe slightly longer distance. Do you know what I wouldn't mind seeing? Like that drag, if they didn't want to do the frame up the ramp, maybe like a heavy farmers into a drag that's super heavy.
Yeah.
Or the frame, but not up the ramp.
Yeah.
Things like that, I think would be quite cool. But there's lots of good events.
When will Liz get presenting or commentary gig? Never. I'd be horrible. Do you know what? The one thing I think I would be good at? Being out back. Yeah. Asking relevant questions to the athletes after an event and not a brain dead question.
Yeah.
But because I actually know the athletes and know the events and what they are and aren't good at and what they would have expected, I could ask the right question. Because a lot of those questions are nonsense, aren't they? Where are we? Fred, thank you for the super chat. Okay, Liz will win in all comps. What were we talking about? Where's that come from? I don't know, but thank you.
Murray said the expo was too crowded.
It was too crowded. Totally agree. There's no system for moving around either. Like I would like a keep left or keep right system, but it's literally a crash at times, isn't it? You have to sort of really try and bully your way through.
You do.
Loved your Hall of Fame video. Glad you reminded people just how much Colin Bryce has done to make sure we still have the support we have. Great work. Thank you. Loz has left me. Unacceptable. Why did they measure the sled pull in reps instead of distance? Why the need to overcomplicate things? So it wasn't actually reps. There were a number of markers on the floor marking the distance between where it started and the finish line. So they were credited for each mark that they passed. So it looked like reps, but it wasn't reps. It's just a simpler way to measure things, I guess. Loz is having a way. Oh, try not to pick the wrong comment. Loz, Matt loved your commentary. Says you're a gentleman. I don't think he can hear me. If Martins comes into World's Strongest Man, how he did this weekend, he could podium and battle with Tom and Mitch. I think, oh God, someone's knocking on our door. Loz, someone's knocking the door. Martins has really good events at Worlds in the heats. Quick, get the door. I think a squat over a deadlift is really good for him.
No, we check out tomorrow.
Fucking quick, come back. If Martins comes in to World's Strongest Man with how he did this weekend, do you think he could podium and battle Tom and Mitch? I was just saying, I think like squat over deadlift is great for him in the heats. Truck pull is good for him in the heats.
I think it's decent events for him.
He's got decent events, yeah. Is he much of a tosser? They've got the Titans.
He's very good all round, and Martin has still time to get even better. He's not back to his best yet. He's going to be a threat at World's Strongest Man for sure.
Yeah.
I still think Tom is going to be a very heavy favourite at World's Strongest Man. Mitch will be a heavy favourite at World's Strongest Man. Maybe we see a couple of surprises. Reno's the champion. Let's see what kind of shape he's in. But we've got a lot of good guys coming, so it's going to be an exciting show, I think.
Yeah.
As like a coach to athletes, I never underlook anyone. You kind of have to give everyone the utmost respect because they are all so good.
Yeah.
And our job is to make sure we're well prepared and focused on every single event.
Yeah. Jane with a comment, don't forget that Inez is short prep due to her foot surgery. Yeah, that is a factor, especially on the deadlift. It was a factor for her.
It is. I'm very old school and I don't like any excuses. And every single athlete goes through things like that. You know, we can look at so many shows and there's a lot of athletes, you won't even hear the issues that they've had. But she's done very, very well. Foot issue isn't actually that much of a issue compared to some other things.
Yeah,
but
it could be worse.
It's just something that as a pro athlete you have to deal with constantly. You're going to have different injuries and stuff, and not just strongman. You look at any sport, but she's a great champion. What she did today in the animal cage was unbelievable, and some of her performances are fantastic. And we think she's amazing.
Yeah. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Loved finally meeting you guys. Pure love and class. Thank you.
Brian.
Thank you. Oh, Mikey, so I was hoping to meet Loz and Liz, and who's the very first person I see? Loz in the hotel lobby before we even made it to the venue.
Yeah, we got to stay in the same hotel. It's weird as well because we're a little bit further out this year.
It's so nice though.
It is nice, yeah.
Like normally we're on the main strip, which is convenient. However, the rooms are quite small. There was no breakfast at the place that we were at, and like to buy a breakfast in the area is very expensive. But here we've got a whole suite. We've got a nice
supermarket near us that we went to get
market district.
Food.
Very nice. Like
I've been enjoying that.
Artisan type.
Obviously, you're on prep, and we've got a nice kitchen in here and like area to prep things. So it's been perfect, hasn't it?
We're sat at our kitchen island right now. It's great. Yeah, really nice room.
Would show you, but it's a bit messy, so we best.
No, we're not going to show you. Just trust us. What do Loz and Liz think Lucy was capable of pulling this weekend, given that she had more in the tank? 725.
Lucy said something very exciting to us this weekend, and she is in talks.
Fuck me. Sorry. Press the button. We had to have an extra day added onto the room. Why is
Press the button. It's come off and there's no button. This is funny. Can you answer it? Because I can't.
Hello? There's no one there. I'm going to sue this hotel for harassment. I take back everything I said, every nice thing I said. Room is crap. Service abysmal. Yeah, you were saying about Lucy?
Yeah, Lucy was telling us that potentially next year there may be a big deadlift opportunity for her, where she wants to give 100%, learn how to use a suit, and pull 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Which would be
insane.
Just ridiculous.
Jamie, with the members comment, has there been a talk in Strongman with Jan Todd? Not yet. However, she did promise us that she would do one, but Jan is old school and she would like to do it in person. It is impossible at something like the Arnold's just because she's so busy.
Yeah.
Loz is so busy as well. But we are talking about having like a bit of an extended stay in Texas at some point, aren't we? So we would probably make it happen, then go and visit her and do it.
We do have a video with Jan going around the Stark Center.
Yeah, and that's quite enlightening because she talks about lots of different things, doesn't she? Do you think the weight class amateur aspect of strongman will ever become big? Will any amateur aspect become that big?
Yeah, I think maybe one day, maybe. I think characters could make it. And I think we're starting to see there's some great strongmen in the weight classes, but I think it needs to be done in a different way. Like a documentary style kind of event, something like that, where we get to really see personalities.
The problem a lot of the time in the amateur scene is that it looks so amateurish and it's not that visually appealing or anything. So like, where's the draw? I think it is hard though, because promoters at that level aren't really making much money a lot of the time, are they? So it's tricky. Wow, you blocked 2 of my accounts. Can't handle real talk, huh? What accounts have you blocked? It's become Welshman needs to drop the paywall. It's become a joke. They hurt visibility of the sport. Well, there's no paywall with Welshman. There's just no way to watch it all, and it's not a paid thing.
Welshman need to announce the tickets.
It's being a dinosaur thing. That's the issue. There's still rolling with these horribly old contracts that are so outdated and don't represent how people consume content these days. Don't know what your other accounts are though.
No. Will Hooper aim for the 5-peat or even a 9-peat to try and beat Big Z?
9-peat.
He will very much treat it 1 year at a time. I think while he's enjoying it, he'll keep going. But 8's a long way away right now. He's done 4, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. But yeah, he's not got like Zydrunas in his sights. He just wants to keep enjoying strongman and doing the best he can while he's still capable.
Alejandro, thank you for the super chat. YouTube were such a-holes for the ads. Edge of my seat and cut to an ad. Congrats to the podium winners, to Olga and Mitch. Yeah, when a video is monetized live, they can really get a bit carried away, YouTube, with the adverts, I find. You need an ad blocker.
Yeah, I watch a few of the YouTube arm wrestling channels, and when they're lives, I'll be getting to a good bit, and then suddenly it's an advert.
Bam, yeah. We don't know. World's Strongest Man 2026. What's the deadlift for rep setup in the final? Slightly elevated, heavy, or just 350?
I'm not sure.
No, we don't know yet, to be honest. I like how Mark said to Mitch that they both have a 100% success rate.
That was funny. Thank you, John.
Johnny, we can't see your comment though. I will keep an eye out for her. Is there any way to watch or keep up with World's Strongest Man? Will the scores be posted? The scores will go live on the World's Strongest Man website.
We will be doing some live reaction parties and stuff.
We'll be doing weight parties as results.
Our results will go up on the World's Strongest Man website. They normally do, and
Strongman Archives. Yeah. Ronan, thank you for the super chat. Did you see that Eddie has Pars merch on his website?
I haven't been able to see properly, but I saw something was posted.
I saw he posted a reel. But I didn't actually watch it with sound, to be honest, because I think you were asleep and I was in bed. So yeah, but that's good. AJ 7 stone to shoulder. That was insane. Like, good for her. Anything to shoulder is gross in my limited experience. So that's some going.
Bring back the 1,000-pound deadlift at the Arnolds. That's why I used to love the hum-up tire.
Yeah, the hammer tie is so cool.
Once there was like 4 tires each side, it just got epic.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat. The women's stone is also too easy a shape.
It's a much easier shape than the man's. Yeah, much easier.
Considerably. It's almost rectangular, isn't it?
I actually picked up the women's one, and it's heavy, don't get me wrong, but it's much easier to lift, and not even talking about weight, just easier to hold.
Yeah. Why was the men's open program so disorganized? Huge breaks, events not run in result order, scores not updated. It felt unfair on the athletes trying to qualify for the pro.
It's really hard. Like, I don't like being negative, but the organization needs to get better, especially if they want this to continue as a route through to the pro show.
Rachel with the members comment, hi, I think Auntie Liz needs a bodyguard in future. I quite agree.
I think you've got like hundreds now.
That's why I put that thing up in my stories. Yes, Evan will be back for Worlds. That is.
I think Evan built a post up. I don't know if you've seen this weekend.
Yeah,
I think he's been watching, and there's a little bit.
He's dying to get his hands dirty in the sport again. Yeah, he'll have major FOMO this weekend. It will have really sucked for Evan. Like, jokes aside, but I think it's going to make him so hungry for World's Strongest Man this year. Yeah. But yeah, that's what they've been building towards post-injury.
Yeah, Luke Richardson's looking big and strong.
Mikey, thank you very much for becoming a member. How many donuts do you program for Mateusz?
I'm not in charge of his nutrition. Although we'll enjoy it. Well, I'll enjoy a donut with him.
Yeah. JF made everyone look weak on that squat.
Yeah, JF was a great squatter.
Yeah. If Liz did commentary, we wouldn't get the behind the scenes. Exactly. I can't be everywhere. Although I could just wear one of those body cams or some like glasses that film everything. Oh. Wheel of Pain is cool.
Wheel of Pain is cool. Wheel of Pain is cool.
Immense. Yeah. This should do all the stats at the start of each event. Alejandro, thank you for the super chat. Idea for max squat: have a timer instead of taking all the time in the world. I think they did have a time. The issue was, like, they would bring them out to wrap them on the stage, and wrapping knees can take a few minutes.
Yeah.
And for each guy going again and again and again, it just took its toll on my spirit.
Beyond Andrew, did all athletes come away unscathed from the men's? Yeah, pretty much. There's some sore athletes out there, but
no major injuries though. Yeah.
Which is great. Considering how
normal wear and tear. Yeah.
Romark trying to ruin the stream.
Such a jealous man. I don't
even know what's going on there.
No.
How did he try to ruin the stream?
I don't know.
Romark's a great hype man.
Oh yeah. I'd like Romark in the gym when I'm deadlifting. Auntie Liz watching it's a family shower. I think I swore.
Do you share Next Step's concerns that Paddy won't make the final of World's Strongest Man this year? Awful heat events.
What are the heat events?
Squat and truck pull, I guess, what they're referring to. The events are not as good this year for him as they were last year.
I've never seen him squat,
but Paddy
so I don't
is
know.
continuing to prove all the time. He's a much better deadlifter than he is squatter.
Okay. I think the same could be said for a lot of athletes.
A lot of strongmen are better deadlifters than they are squatters.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that didn't make the final last year will be very happy to see a squat, like the guys that the Arnolds.
Oh, like your
Austin,
Lucas,
Austin, guys like that.
Likes a deadlift.
Yeah, but you know, some of the guys that maybe didn't do so well last year might be looking at the events thinking this is much better for me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Did they announce Dr. Jan Top retiring? No. So the only reason I've mentioned it is because Mitch was insistent on it. Like, this is Jan's last year, Jan's last year, Jan's last year. When I spoke to her, I think,
no, it's not.
No, exactly. She's like, well, not necessarily. She said that I think she's more likely to retire from her job at the university than she will be from the Arnold.
You're allowed to say all this.
I wasn't told I'm not allowed to say all this.
But the answer is...
But I'm not giving a definitive answer.
No, we hope, and it looks like she's not retiring.
Yeah, but we don't know for certain. And if that was the plan, though, something would have been... There would have been some sort of presentation ceremony. I don't know. I'm sure. So I expect to see Jan back next year. Yeah. My comment made the live. Awesome. Thank you for the well-reasoned argument behind it. That's what I appreciate about you guys. Definitely my favorites when it comes to strongman content.
Thank you very much.
I can't remember your comment, but thank you. Forgot to write in the super chat, man. That is a real risk. You can accidentally just hit enter and suddenly it's gone.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate the effort. Heidi, just with the waves. Thank you
Heidi.
for the super chat, Heidi.
Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well.
Mitch's 300-pound dumbbell crushed me. Hatton really could have shined there. And
Mitch really impressed me with that. He hit that 300 pounds perfectly. I knew he was capable of it, but I was kind of like trying to really make him focus on getting points first.
Yeah.
And then he hit the 300 better than the 280.
Yeah.
The 280.
I mean, Lucas's 300. It shouldn't have got. It shows how that's like the heaviest tricep extension ever.
He pressed that out, and he normally doesn't.
It's insane, but obviously, probably wore himself out and didn't go for a second. But yeah.
Well, he chalked up one of the really heavy ones, but then didn't
go for it. Yeah. Stevie Shanks in the chat. I loved every minute of the Arnold's. Just gutted we couldn't make it. Loved your commentary too.
Thanks, buddy. Hope you're well.
We love Stevie. Look at him there lifting the Dinny stones. He's about the same size as me.
I need to talk to Stevie because me and potentially a few others would like to come up and try the stones.
Yeah.
So I'll chat to you soon, buddy.
Stevie is the man that can make it happen. Do you think Martins will get a rogue invite?
Yes, especially if he does well at Worlds.
Yeah. 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 Just have a sleeved squat. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Good option.
Good call. Like as long as it's the same conditions for everyone, just do it that way. I hate wraps anyway. I got a great picture of Inez being wrapped by Nico earlier today. Her face just says it all. What's this? People slagging the quality of the comp this year, and I have to say, the year that they had the giant intricate wheel of pain was far more exciting. The kit made the event that much more exciting.
The wheel of pain is cool. Just visually, it looks cool.
It is, yeah. Rogue makes some really cool equipment, but yeah.
Oh, did you see that question?
Oh no, where? This one?
Yeah.
Lars, who do you like doing commentary with more, Sean Woodland or Joel Goddard from Schmo?
I really enjoyed working with Joel, but Sean is by far my favorite person to work with. Sean makes my life so easy. I think he is absolutely brilliant at what he does. He's just an amazing commentator and makes what we do just so much easier. And he's a cool guy as well. I really enjoy spending time with Sean.
And you two have worked together so many times now. I think you can almost predict, like,
we can just bounce off each other well. Yeah. Joel was great. No, nothing against Joel at all. But if you're asking me my favorite, then Sean all day long.
Yeah.
He's my favorite person to commentate with out of everyone I've commentated with.
Yeah. I got temporarily blocked for saying strongman is a man's sport. That's hilarious. The moderator's woke. I don't know if that was on the Rogue stream, maybe, because I know they had Moss moderating it. I don't know that anyone's moderating this. No. Has the world's athlete list been released yet? Yes.
There's still 4 spaces,
yes.
but yes, they've released. If you go onto Instagram, you'll see the 21 athletes that have been invited so far.
Confirmed, yeah.
Do you think they'll ever do a strongman for people that have retired? So we have masters comps, and I am pushing to have like a legends type comp. I think that would be kind of fun for guys that aren't quite as good as we used to be.
Yeah, the has-been comp.
A little bit lighter. The washed up, battered, broken old men
party.
But I do think it would be fun.
Levi, Scottish stone lifting party. Levi, man from Aberdeen who loves the stones, or the steens as they call them up there. Oh, it jumped.
I may have this wrong, but did you fill in for the women's side?
Size. In the first event.
The women's size?
Oh, maybe it's supposed to say side. And if so, why not Liz?
Well, firstly, because I'm the one that's booked to work for.
Yeah,
Liz isn't contracted to them at all.
No.
And
yeah,
I did fill in, but yeah, just because that was part of my job. They purposely wanted us on, so it wasn't me just doing the men.
Yeah.
They wanted me to do a few of the women's events as well.
Yeah.
And then Jerry was doing a few things as well.
Yeah. How hard is it not to lose your head on commentary when your athletes are going for wins or for massive lifts?
So hard. Like, it's the hardest thing. I try my best to be as impartial as possible, but obviously I have relationships with different athletes, and a lot of them are just friends, a lot of them are clients, so there's a lot of people I care about out there as well.
Well, yeah.
I do,
not just clients.
I do feel I try my best to be as impartial as possible and try to just do a good job commenting. Sometimes people say I don't, and I'm only human, but I've seen other commentators that are way worse than I am.
Do you know what though? We were talking this morning to the owner of the production company that makes, so basically the guy that hires Loz, and he said his wife was watching it, and he said to his wife, which out of these athletes do you think Loz coaches? And she said, I have no idea. So I think you are good at being impartial. I think more than anything, you're more likely to start talking through the coaching sort of cues than anything else.
If you guys go back and watch the log lifting
for Andrew
Byrne, I'm very much in coach mode there.
Yeah.
Hoping that he's going to watch that back. I told him to go and watch it back because he made a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
But.
Meanwhile, I'm on the sideline like, Andrew, what is you doing? Oh, dear. Oh, okay. Rogue were kicking people out that critiqued how the women looked. It's not a beauty pageant. I totally agree. I don't think women should have to go back excited to see how their amazing performances come across, and then people only care about their hair or their size or stuff like that. So I think that's fair. I don't think that's being woke. I think that's just good manners to not comment on people's appearance.
Yeah.
Especially
in a negative way.
Why does it even matter? It's literally not a beauty pageant.
No.
If you don't like the way someone looks, don't say to them, I love the way you look. That's literally all you got to do. I didn't hear Loz say, gonna have to do better one time this weekend. Do you usually say that?
Do you know what? I forget what I say half the time, and sometimes you're just trying to come up with something. Also, you got to remember, when sometimes I pick up on myself when I've made mistakes, but sometimes you've got a voice in your ear, and you're trying to say something, but there's someone talking to you, which can be a little bit off-putting.
I know, because they did invite a man from South Africa, a Scotsman, an Englishman, an Icelandic, and all of them pulled out. If anything, I would say the athletes lose credibility more than the Arnolds. It's not like an attempt wasn't made, was it? So it's just the way it worked out in the end, unfortunately. But you could say the same about there being 7 Brits at Europe's Strongest Man in a few weeks' time. So it's just the way it is. Looked like Andrew gave you a look, Liz, when he was going for the log, when you shouted something. It was great. He thought, well, he was like trying to hump this log. And I was like, Andrew, just reset it. And he sort of looked over and laughed because I think he realized how ridiculous the whole thing was. But no, in my head, I was thinking, what is you doing? But I didn't actually say that because that wouldn't have been right. Okay, it's been an hour and 13 minutes. Shall we get going, Lozzie? Because I'm due my last meal of the day.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
We've just been invited for food as well.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. So
right, guys, thank you as always. It's been a really fun weekend here. You've got another behind the scenes from today coming out.
Yeah,
we'll probably do
really
a wrap
cool.
up when we get home.
Yeah.
And then we move on. The next big show is Europe's Strongest Man. And then we get closer and closer to Worlds. Have an amazing week, guys. We'll catch you soon.
Smile away.